Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my food channel. I hope you are all doing well. In today's recipe I am going to show you how I prepare a very delicious fried mackerel tomato sauce. So for another Mrs. Jury recipe, let's get started. So I have already prepared my mackerel fish, so it has already been cleaned, washed and seasoned and kept in the fridge for about 1 hour. On the next slide I'm going to show you the spices I use. So I use Badia complete seasoning that you can get on Amazon. I have got some aromatic seasoning from any shops. I have also got some garlic granules. You can use garlic powder. I am also going to use some onion granules. I have got my star seasoning powder. I have got some salt to taste. And last but not least, I have got some crayfish flavor stock. So this is all I used to season my fish, and I kept it in the fridge for about 1 hour. So I've also preheated some fresh vegetable oil, and I'm adding half an onion for more taste. When the oil is hot enough, you can start to deep fry the seasoned mackerel. I'll let the onion be in the oil for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I am going to take it out and keep it on the side because I'll be using it later on in my recipe. Make sure you turn the fish over so that it fries evenly. The cooking time or the frying time really depends on you. Some people like it very dark, some don't. For me, it depends. But this is the right time for me to take the fish out of the oil and to start frying the second batch because I am making a lot of stew. So yeah. If you want to change the seasoning, you can use any type of seasoning you prefer because some people might not want to add the Maggi powder, which is totally fine. You do as you like. All right. And the longer you leave the fish in the fridge, the best it is. So if you want to leave it for 2 hours, please go ahead and do it. I left it for 1 hour because I didn't have that much time, I'm a mom with 3 kids and a husband, so sometimes I have to do things a bit quickly, but 2 hours maximum is great. Right, I am now frying the last batch and then I am done. So it is ready and I'm going to take it out from the oil and we will continue our recipe from the oil I fried the fish in, but I'm just going to strain it because there will be a few bits of fish particles left in the oil. So this is why I'm straining it. And then I am going to add in my sliced onions. Make sure you don't get burned because it's very hot. Then I am going to give it a little stir and leave it to fry for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it gets translucent. In the meantime, I am going to blend my ginger, garlic, onion, the fried onion, and I have a little piece of spring onion there, and of course with some chilies or scotch bonnet. So this is it. It was in the blender and I am adding it to the onions. Now I'm going to stir it and leave it to fry for about 3 to 4 minutes or until it becomes translucent. And by the way, I did add just a little bit of water to blend it. Now I'm going to add in my tomato puree, and I'm adding 2. Feel free to use less, but for this recipe I'm using a lot of tomato paste. And I'm going to stir it and leave it to fry for about 8 to 10 minutes on a medium heat to low. All right. Now I'm going to add some dried thyme. If you prefer the fresh one, please go ahead and use it. And again, stir it. In the meantime, I am also blending my plum tomatoes, and I'm using 3 plum tomatoes, which I am going to add now. Once again, we are going to stir it, and I am going to cover it and leave it to simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes on a medium heat. Hey friends, so this is the stew now, and I'm going to add some tandoori curry, which is the red curry. You can use the regular yellow one. Then I'm going to add some smoked paprika, and this is optional. Next, I am going to add in a little bit of nutmeg, not too much, just a little bit. Then some salt to taste. Next, I'm going to add in some seasoning powder, and again, this is totally optional. Don't add it if you don't like it. Stir it and leave it to cook for about 2 minutes. Hey friends, let's get back to our stew. As you can see, the oil has settled on top, which means our stew is almost ready, and this is the perfect time for us to add back our fried mackerel in the stew. Next, give it a little stir. Make sure you stir it well, but also be careful because you know fish is so fragile, so just take your time and stir it gently. And this is it, you know, our stew is almost ready. I'm just going to add a few bits to it, and then that's it. Right, so now for the seasoning, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of crayfish flavor stock, and this is totally optional, but I really love it in stews, you can't imagine. And again, I am going to stir it gently, and then I'll leave it to cook again for another 2 minutes on a lower heat. Hey friends, I am also going to add some spring onions, and again, this is optional, but I like some grains and some crunch in my stews, so this is the reason why I'm adding it. So I'm going to stir it and leave it to cook again for another 1 or 2 minutes on the lowest heat possible, and that's it. Our Ghanaian mackerel stew or fried mackerel sauce is ready, and I'm telling you, you are going to enjoy it. You can eat it with some boiled perfume rice, some boiled yam, boiled plantain, anything you like, and I'm very sure you are going to enjoy it because it tastes amazing. Thank you all for watching this recipe, and I'll see you next time for another video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me comments, share my videos, and I'll see you another time. Stay blessed, and bye bye.